Hello, St. Michael families, and welcome to the February Faith Formation lessons. The first is called The Trip to the Cathedral, but it's really a lot more than that. It's about the nature of our church. We believe that our church is the sole church of Christ, meaning that Christ handed the ministry to Peter and the other apostles and sent them out to distant places, making faithful of all people, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. In our creed, every week, there are 4 sections of the creed. The first is the Father, then the Son, then the Spirit. The 4th section of the creed is about the church, and we use the word that our church is one, holy, Catholic, and apostolic, meaning that the roots of our church touch Christ through the apostles, and that apostolic succession remains a part of who we are and as a foundation to us. And as for us, our mission as in the church, we have a duty to share our faith. We are the light of the world, and our light must shine before others. In the lesson, a trip to the cathedral is suggested. Cathedral is a very important church. Ours is in the northeast part of downtown Dallas. It's where our main celebrations as a diocese take place, the ordinations, the Chrism Mass. It's the main parish of our bishop, Edward Burns. One of the objects that makes the cathedral different from other churches is that there's a very large chair there, and that is the chair from which Bishop Burns presides at Masses. Only he gets to sit in that chair, and it affirms and respects the authority that he has over the entire diocese and everything happening in the Catholic world, within this diocese. But we also know that he does not do that alone, that he is connected closely to the Pope. So here's a picture of Bishop Burns with the Pope in one of their recurring meetings that takes place every certain number of years. The Pope has authority over the entire church, and we believe fervently that the Holy Spirit guides the Pope as the Pope prays and asks for guidance and wisdom in governing the church and guiding her and us, that the Holy Spirit is guiding the Pope to take us in the right direction, and that the Pope is working with the bishops so that we remain united with our bishop, who remains united with the Pope. In fact, the Pope relies on the bishops and all those bishops who are in communion with him, so united in the truths of the faith. So it's an important thing for us to know that as Bishop Burns leads all of us, that he in turn is connected and united in the ministry and in the truth that Pope Francis teaches to all of us. There are about 2,250 dioceses in the world. The Diocese of Dallas is one of them. There are about 5,600 living bishops, and we have 2. Bishop Burns is our bishop, and Bishop Greg Kelly is our auxiliary bishop or assistant bishop. Very important from the truth in Scripture. It says, "And so I say to you, you are Peter. Upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld will never prevail against it." This is so important for me. We live in a very complicated world, and it's important for me to know that from Jesus' mouth, the gates of the netherworld will never prevail against our wonderful and beautiful church. So it was Jesus that established Peter's authority and gave to us apostolic session. We can draw a single line all the way back to Peter when you follow the popes from Francis all the way back to Peter. It mandates hope. When we hear the words, "the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it," it's important for all of us Catholics to remember this. Last thing, the Pope is the visible head of the church. Another title for the Pope is the Vicar of Christ, so sent forth by Christ to guide and teach all of us. And speaking of teaching, just want to give my proudest and fondest appreciation to all of you parents who are taking so seriously your role as teacher. So God bless and protect all of you. See you next week.